Bev and I started our Darwin to Broome cruise on the 21st of September. On the cruise, we visited many spectacular places on the rugged and inaccessible Kimberley Coast. We had calm weather and an excellent group of new friends and crew members. On board we had guest lecturers Chris and Terry Doan and trip leader Leah McQuillan. After an all-night crossing of Bonaparte Gulf in calm conditions, we were eager to go ashore. Our first stop was at Tranquil Bay, where we were reminded that this was saltwater crocodile country. Later we boarded the Explorer again for a trip up the magnificent King George River.
About a third of the way up that cliff over there on a protruding ledge, there's a great big mound of sticks. So this stuff was laid down by fast-flowing rivers from mountainous areas. The mountains no longer exist, but they were totally eroded away into this basin area. River Gorge was formed by the action of fresh water, nothing to do with tidal action and so on, to carve this gorge out and to cause a different bit of erosion happening right there.
But at the base of the falls, as we get closer, it's actually closer to 60 metres.
Though the river was nearly dry, it was an amazing experience to get right up to the base of the falls, something impossible later in the year.
It's got Rex's name on it, hasn't it?
But the flow probably will be stopped maybe by the time the next trip comes back.
On the way back, we saw a reminder of the huge tidal range in the Kimberleys. Next day, we were off to Vansittart Bay to see some Bradshaw Aboriginal art.
We're in the Kimberley! Who understands? We're in the Kimberley, this beautiful place. It doesn't matter who went to the hall.
Crossing a tidal flat, we climbed up the rocky foothills and threaded our way through rocky passages.
Tanks through first, you know. I got caught in a hole.
Well, I mean, they used to grind into flour, didn't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so, but I think there's a mixture of stuff here, like, looks like maybe some elegant action stuff here with this clothes peg stuff too. There's spear being thrown perhaps. Yeah. Certainly boomerangs in them, 3 boomerangs on that one there. Yeah. Can I make it, eh, Terry?
That's it, mate.
Returning to the beach and the Explorer, we were soon off to another Aboriginal site.
Take his bones there and actually put them in a cave or something like that. So this was, I gather, a temporary sort of burial.
Colours are amazing, aren't they?
We don't have to go back 25. Sometimes the flash.
A short trip to Jar Island and we were in for a surprise. In 1943, a military DC-3 flown by Americans got lost on its way from Broome to Darwin. Running out of fuel, it crash-landed on Jar Island.
Afterwards, ladies and gentlemen, it's quite a really good photo to have 4 people's heads out the side. I'll grab them.
Just be careful if you're walking in there, you've only got narrow beams.
Perfect! Okay.
That's it. I'll need all our bucket.
One with mine.
On the victory.
Okay. After lunch, we cruised along the shore and we were rewarded with a sunset rendezvous, drinks on the west-facing beach. We sipped glasses of champagne while taking in the sights and sounds of the Kimberleys. Back on board, and we were ready for another gourmet meal. Day 4, and we awoke to the sun on remote Winyalarkin Island. While we waited for our helicopter rides, we examined hermit crabs and a collection of corals.
Over generations it's thrown up by... And so this particular type of coral will grow about 1 centimetre per year. Vertically, radially, or 2 centimetres diameter each year. Yeah, I couldn't believe. I thought, oh, I'm really getting rusty. I realised that it erodes more easily than this stuff does. So.
The Explorer ferried passengers to the beach for the helicopter ride to Mitchell Falls. The views from the chopper were superb, giving us a real insight into the nature of the Kimberley Coast. We saw myriads of islands and passages, and inland hard rocky plateaus cut by deeply incised rivers. The mighty Mitchell River has cut huge gorges on its run to the sea. We looked in vain for crocodiles on the muddy banks of the lower Mitchell River. All too soon we were back on the beach.
And the rest of his remains would be packed up in paper bark and then stored in a cave.
Secret men's business sites were next on the agenda, followed by turtle and crocodile tracks in the sand at Wary Bay. Our first Wandjina art was rich in pictures depicting experiences that included European ships and figures.
The tiara or the sea Wandjina, and he's very powerful Wandjina to the Aboriginal people, and they said, look, we've shown lack of respect, we've disrespected the sea Wandjina by allowing smoke to get in his eyes, and we should leave, we should go away because it's not safe to stay here.
No. What's he doing? It just cracks down.
Got to take some video of the Rogues Gallery.
Was that the Rogue Gallery?
That night, we sat out on the sun deck and gazed at the stars. At the York Caves, we were led into the darkness inhabited by vampire bats, spiders and glistening crystals.
Look at all those people!
The low high tides don't last for half a year.
Yes, I didn't think I saw some northern coal crabs.
There's a lot of them up in there. Keep your mouth closed though.
I was going to say.
Got a beautiful.
Alright. Eats those vampire bats, does it?
Then it was up the Hunter River with the emerging mudflat ecosystems.
Anaerobic vegetation at the back where the environment is not so harsh, so you just get some fairly normal types of vegetation.
smile for the camera boy.
Afterwards, we were led through caves and a scrub bash through mangrove swamps.
hear mutterings from down there.
As they emerge from the jungle, the mangroves.
Blood, look.
Oh yes.
It's all good though.
Okay, I'm out.
Sorry about the scratches, Peter.
Crossing to Careening Bay, we learned of Philip Parker King and his survey of this coast in 1820.
So look, this is the memento that King and his crew left. He thinks it's a Roman Catholic one. But it's strange that it wasn't mentioned by King, who was such a meticulous recorder of information.
Once again, we sipped champagne on the beach while watching the sunset.